Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, look at this, a tight end carry.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Steelers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Watson, buying time to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Watson. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Watson now going to run the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Watson. incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough of it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall,
despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drive all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, some strong running. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, a run to Hall. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep the quarterback upright.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Straight ahead is Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Bengals! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 Both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. This pass out wide to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a second and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Well, the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here's Jones on the return. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He finds his man, complete. That's ball. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
On the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Across midfield.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Now a give, running left is Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
21-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
Watson. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Keon Clausen.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And able to work his way down to the 16. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First down goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. It's complete, and this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and it makes this a 1-point game now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
He's still barreling through.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
33 yards.
and the Bengals are able to widen their advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return is Jones. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Here we go. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And now they're in the hurry-up.
To the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here,
and that's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Watson on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Watson.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Touchdown!
Najee Harris, 32 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Wolf on now for the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
Well, certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay?
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Monty Rice
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
A toss left side for Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. McPherson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's Watson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Watson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. To throw, Watson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's ball. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Here we go. Here we go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make